guys, welcome to my channel, Among Stouts. If you are new here, my name is Samantha and I am a homeschooling stay-at-home mom of 4 kiddos. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys really quickly about extracurriculars in our homeschool. This is a question that I get asked often, especially since I have an older son who is now a middle schooler. One of the questions that I get asked often is if my kids participate in extracurriculars and what those are since my kids are not in public school. So let's go ahead and get into all the details about extracurriculars in our homeschool. So first and foremost, my kids have always done extracurricular. So I think that there is a bigger emphasis than there needs to be on extracurriculars because I personally don't believe that all of our kids need to be in something in order to be fulfilled or satisfied, nor do I think that our kids need to be kept busy after school every day or on the weekends. I think that downtime is important. I think that being bored is important. And I think that allowing our kids to find opportunities and in the outdoors and even inside the home of exploring and finding ways to learn new things is really important as well. So I've recently put out videos talking about STEM in our homeschool and how my kids have opportunities to always at the end of each day go over and do some sort of activity, whether it's an art project or an experiment or coding or learning how to hand letter, learning different drawing techniques, different painting techniques. Those are things that are always available to my kids here at home. So I wouldn't say that that's necessarily an extracurricular, but it is something extra that they do. And I think that that little bit of extra is important. I also think that it's important for my kids to get outside. So I have lots of opportunities with friends or just us alone to go out and explore nature. It's my husband's and my hopes and dreams that one day we will live on our own little acreage to where getting out and exploring outside is a lot easier for my kids. So there's always that as well. But like I mentioned, for as long as my kids have been walking, they've all been in something extra. So my kids, I go based off their interests, whatever they're interested in. The only organized sport team that my son has tried is soccer. He enjoyed it for a little bit, and then, you know, when he no longer enjoyed it, he was done with it. And then he's never had an interest in football. He has had a little bit of interest in basketball, but never really enough to sign up for a team. He enjoys playing it just with his friends, at home, at the park, or wherever we're at. But he has also been learning and playing golf for the last 4 or 5 years, I would say. And that's something that he is really interested in and something that has stuck with him. So that's his extra. He takes golf lessons, he does golf camps and things like that. When we were in Colorado, that was usually only available to him in the spring and summer. Now that we're living in Texas, it's more available all throughout the year. It's just finding the right fit for him, which is something that we've been looking for. He's done a couple of different golf programs since we moved here. Neither of those were exactly the right fit. So we have recently found another academy that we are looking into putting him into. And that's what he does. He has expressed interest in piano. So we actually have this keyboard back here. And I want them to kind of learn the keys and just kind of play around with it and see if they really are truly interested in learning. And none of my kids ever really try there, so I don't know if I'm willing to fork out the money for lessons yet, but I do have apps and programs and things like that for them to play around on the keyboard back there. And if they are really truly interested, then I will do what I have to find them piano lessons. My kiddos have an opportunity to learn both guitar and ukulele through our CC community. They haven't really been too interested in that, so we haven't signed up or anything like that. And so there are lots of opportunities for my kids to do what they enjoy, but I'm also not the parent who wants to spend every weekday evening driving all of my kids for hours on end to different sports and things like that. That's just not something that I want to do. But I do want to, like I've mentioned in the past, I'm all about fostering the things that I know that they're really interested in and that they really want to learn and work hard for. And so for him, that's golf. Now, my 9-year-old daughter, she actually started off doing gymnastics back when she was 2, and she did it for 1 year, and then would cry after her like first 6 weeks. Every time I would take her, she would cry. So then I was like, you know what, we're just done with gymnastics. And I waited a really long time to put her into anything else. So when she was 5, she asked to be in dance. So I started her off with dance, and just with the preschool that she was going to at the time, there was a dance teacher that would come and just teach the girls like little, just teach the girls some ballet there at their preschool center. And then she got more and more interested in it. So then we went to a dance academy and had her in regular ballet, jazz, tap, and she did that. She's actually still doing that. And so she competed on a competition dance team for 1 year in Colorado. She actually made the team a second year, but we moved from there to here in Texas. And where we live at now, being on a competition dance team at her age, there's not the opportunity. So she's still dancing. She's currently still in ballet, jazz, and she does pre-lyrical, and she recently just started a private tap since that wasn't available for her age anymore as a combo class. We just went ahead and got her a private tap class. So she does that on Saturday afternoons, and then her other dance classes are one after the other on Thursday nights. So there's that. And then my 7-year-old daughter, she has been in dance since she was 2. So since she could even walk, she's been doing dance because she went to the same preschool daycare center that my oldest daughter was going to. And the dance teacher was like, I will take her too, just let her sign up. So as soon as she could walk, she's been doing dance as well. And this year she decided that she wanted to try gymnastics and not do dance anymore. So she is in her first year of gymnastics now. So all of that to say, my kids have plenty of opportunities to join in extracurriculars outside of the school setting. We have options within our homeschool community, and Texas recently passed a law that homeschool kids can now join UIL programs with the public school. So if there was ever a sport or another program through UIL that my kids wanted to get into through the public school, there's that option as well. So I hope that this answers some of your guys' questions about if my kids do activities outside of home and what their extracurriculars look like. Just a quick run through. My son does golf. My 9-year-old daughter does dance, all kinds of dance, and then my other daughter is now in gymnastics after doing a few years of dance. And also, I can't forget about my now 3-year-old. He just turned 3 a few days ago. He recently started gymnastics as well. So he does a toddler gymnastics at the same place where my 7-year-old is doing gymnastics. And that gym and all of the coaches in there are wonderful. They are strict, and they start strict with them right away, even at the 2-year-old stage. So I really love that. I love the discipline and the structure of that gym. So those are what my kiddos do for extracurriculars here in our homeschool. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a like. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!